Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Fern. I'm Danny and today we're going to be showing you around a new car that I've bought and I can't wait. As you've probably already seen with the thumbnail, I bought myself a 2001 first generation Skoda Octavia vRS. This is lemon yellow. I went all the way up to Aberdeen, which was I think about 7 hours on the train, and then it was about 5.5 to 6 hours back, 320 miles, which it did off a full tank. I think I'm getting just over 30 miles per gallon out of it, but we'll go into that a little bit later on. On the camera, the cars always look amazing, but the paint and bodywork on this is the usual stone chips, which we'll get into in a minute, and the plastics fade on these as well. But I wanted a lemon yellow one, I wanted one that had been looked after, so I went all the way up into Scotland for it, because this one had done 87,000 miles, low owners, good service history on it, every MOT, everything you'd want basically if you're buying a new car, well, a used new car, new to you kind of thing. So that's what I ended up doing, and I bought this and I'm absolutely over the moon. It didn't miss a beat on the way back down from Aberdeen, it's not missed a beat since. But that's just a quick outside walk round and we'll get stuck into what makes a VRS now. So this one's got a black grille. It looks like it's been wrapped, so hopefully that's going to come off because I do prefer the chrome grille. Got the VRS badge on the front. And then we've got the lovely VRS badge on the back under the Octavia badge. We've got the sports back bumper, as they call it, with the cutout there for the exhaust. And then the front bumper, as they say in the brochure, has got the integrated front spoilers. As standard, the car comes with 17-inch alloy wheels. This car's supposed to have green calipers. It's got new calipers put on the front, which are silver, which is how they come. And then I think you have to get them painted yourself, as you can't get them from Skoda painted green. But 17-inch wheels look really nice on it. It does need a couple of tyres, this car, but I really like the wheels. Another one they mentioned in the brochure is it comes with dimmed side repeaters, which made me laugh. As you just saw in the clip before, we've got the stainless steel exhaust pipe, which has some stains on it. And then you've got the rear spoiler. You can pick it up on the camera there, it has faded that. I don't know if this is salvageable with a polish and a buff, but we'll soon find out. So as I mentioned then, with a quick walk round, this car is lemon yellow. They did it in 3 other colours, which are black magic, diamond silver, rally red, and then this thing. I found out they did do a World Rally Car edition as well, which was white with the 100 stickers on and a green panel on the front bumper. But I think you'll agree with just a quick walk round of this car, it's absolutely immaculate. It's had a wing mirror cap at some point because that one's blue underneath. I don't know if these come off other Volkswagens or Skodas. I'm not too sure they did that blue on a Skoda Octavia, but you can see there's a few touch-ups and stuff, but it can all be sorted. But apart from that, for a 22-year-old car, I think you'll agree that this thing is pretty mint. Let's have a look at the interior now. We'll start off with these absolutely stunning leather seats with aluminium mesh panels. It's looking a little bit grubby, this driver's seat on the camera. It's picking up a lot more than my eyes are because it doesn't look that bad in the flesh. It's got the VRS badge embossed into the leather as well. But lovely seats, really comfortable driving them back, driving back with them seats from Aberdeen. It's got climate control, which is ice cold in the car, little panel down there, really good heating system, strong blower from the vents and stuff, which is nice. So in some of this car will be nice to drive. It's got a tape player. I'll just have a look in the boot quickly. We've got a 6-disc changer there as well. I've not tried that yet, but I've no doubt it works like everything else does. The VRS came with the stainless pedals. It came with the VRS gear knob, which you can see there is in excellent condition. It's trimmed with the leather, just like the outside of the steering wheel. There's the mileage on the car, 87,924, and I've done 360 miles in it so far. You might have noticed just then that this has got the grey carpet in, the light grey carpet. I know a lot of people switch these out for black ones out of a Golf, or they dyed the originals, but this one's got the original carpet in, which just looks amazing because it pretty much matches the panels in the seats. And I briefly showed you then, but the boot on these things is absolutely massive. And then underneath, we've just got the spur wheel well. Spur wheel jack in there, it's an alloy wheel as well. They put some 6x9s, I think they used to call them back in the day, in. Not the neatest job, but I'll probably get myself a new parcel shelf and get them whipped out. Well, that's the interior on the car. Under the bonnet for the engine now, we've got the 1.8 20 valve turbo with 180 brake horsepower. This car is capable of 146 mile an hour. On the drive home, I did get some good speed out of it. It pulled straight through, pretty scary really. But again, what a powerful bomb-proof engine this is. They say 0 to 60 in 7.9 seconds. Miles per gallon, 35.3 combined, they said in the brochure, and I think I was pretty much getting that on the way home. It was 320 mile, like I said earlier, and I steady away, doing 70 mile an hour speed limits. I did notice that the speedo was about 5 mile per hour less than what speed I was actually doing on my sat nav. So when I was doing like 70, I was doing 65 and stuff, but I think a lot like that. Only modification under here is the dump valve, which I don't mind, but it could do with a nice clean up under here and a detail. So road tax on this car is £200 for 6 months or £365 for 12 months, and it cost me £750 to insure the thing, and that was with 5 years no claims, because I've got no claims running on 2 different accounts because I've always had 2 cars running. So I put the 5 years no claims on this one, and it was £750, which is pretty expensive if I'm being honest. I had some stupid quotes. I'm 38-year-old. And it's not the cheapest car I've ever insured. I think the Focus RS, the pink one, was about 500 quid. But that's under the bonnet, so I'm going to go around now and show you all the little defects that I want to sort on it. So the first issue on the car is the central locking. They do lock when you set off these cars, but this one sounds like it's cycling a bit. The previous owner told me be careful, because if you leave the key in and shut the door, it will lock them in, which is every person's nightmare. But I've got a spare key for this car. It came with 2 keys. So that's the first issue that needs looking at. I don't know if it's a common issue on the Skodas or the VWs, but it should be something and nothing. That may be just an electrical issue somewhere. But that's the first one that needs sorting, because you're guaranteed at some point that key's going to get locked in this car. We've got the little paint chips and stuff, as you'd expect off a 22-year-old car. It's nothing major, but like I say, the faded spoiler, you can see it a little bit better there in that light. It's anything that's the plastics really. Same with the fuel cap round here. That's just gone a slightly different colour. You can pick it up on the camera. Same with the door handles. I'm going to give this car to Robbo and see if he can work his magic, get it all buffed up, see what needs doing. I don't mind getting this car resprayed, but I'm going to use it until next summer, and then just before summer probably get it resprayed. But there has been 2 tyres knocked on the service. I think it's, yeah, offside rear. I didn't realise they were that badly cracked actually. I wouldn't have, I should have checked that. I wouldn't have travelled on with them. But got 2 new tyres booked. I'm going to speak to Jeff and maybe get all forward done, get some decent tyres put on. It was saying near side as well, I think, on the MOT. But I definitely need to get them tyres sorted. That offside rear one's pretty bad. But it got me home, so I'll just say that's a lucky experience, but one to check on in future. Centre caps are sticking out on the alloy wheels there. They're the wrong ones. I need to get the right ones, I think. I'm going to pop one of them off, see what part number is. I have got the part number for the right centre caps. While we're down here, as I explained earlier, them calipers need to be green. The back ones are, but they've faded as well, so I think it's better if I can get some proper caliper paint done that's going to hold its colour and be a bit more heat resistant than the paint that's been used here. It'd be nice to get these carriers painted green as well. I don't know if they were originally, but it'll just look nicer. Being super picky with this car, as when you're driving it home on long journeys, you pretty much come familiar with it pretty quick, is this slat here doesn't go with the other ones. So let me know if there's anything you can do to fix that. I've seen plenty of these panels on eBay. I don't know if they're going to have the same issue, but I might pull it out and pull it apart and see if there's anything that's broke, or I can put a little lug on it to stop it from doing it. Also under here, I didn't feel it too much when I was driving. It'll probably feel 10 times better when I have it done, but it has been knocked for slight play in both lower arms. Cheap enough for these cars, so I'm going to get 2 lower arms and get them put on it as well. The wheels have definitely been refurbished. There's not a mark on either of them. They look better with some tyre shine on this car, but I don't know if you can see, but there's not a mark on it, bar, do you know, the stone chips and stuff. It's got mud flaps front and back as well, but I'm just obsessed with it, absolutely obsessed with it. I smiled so much driving it home. It was a joy to drive, there's no issues. I got about 20-30 miles into the journey and just knew it was exactly what the previous owner had said. So shout to Leith up in Scotland, totally honest for a change, loads of pictures sent through, videos. Really looks after his cars. He's had loads of these over years. I think he's still got a few now. He's got a red one for sale as well if you're after one that's been resprayed and absolutely mint. But yeah, that's a look at my new Skoda Octavia vRS. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this car today. Budget wise, I reckon between £1,000 to £2,000 you're going to be getting a car that's been modified, high mileage, anything between 150 200,000 miles, sketchy history and stuff. But then anything after £2,000 really, you're going to be into cars like this. For me, that's an absolute bargain. The way car prices are at the moment, trying to get hold of fun cars and stuff, you can't get anything for £2,000 to £3,000 that's half decent, that's not a pile of rust. This car proves different. I genuinely believe these are going to go up in value. I've been telling everyone that Princess Diana used to own this car, and I've done a few stupid photoshops which I'll probably put on the screen right about now. So it's definitely worth about £500,000 in my eyes. Well, it is to me, because I just think it's amazing. I'm absolutely buzzing with it. I've taxed and insured it, plan on using this car as much as I can, and then obviously work out what's going to happen with the paint. Robbo should be able to bring it back to life, I've no doubt, because he's a psycho. When I give it him, he'll probably do everything that needs doing, even what I don't ask for, because that's just how he is. He just loves making cars mint again. I genuinely do believe these are going to go up in value. And like I say, there are low mileage cars out there. There's really good looked after ones. So my honest opinion on this car is go and buy one. The value for money is phenomenal. The 22-year-old, there's going to be things wrong with them. I fell on a good one, fingers crossed. I've not had it up on a ramp and proper checked it out yet, but the way it feels, drives and pulls, gearbox, everything in this car is perfect. I hope you've enjoyed this quick walk round video today and that I've not rambled on too much. I'm sorry for not posting for so long, but it's hard now without a unit. The weather's been horrific. It's either too hot or raining. I've planned in today to get this done because I know that there's a break in the rain, but by the look of it, it's going to start raining again anyway. Going to start posting more. Still got the 206 GTI, which I'm going to get stuck into. Started ordering bits for that, and then I've got another car which you'll probably see soon, which I'll be doing a video on as well. So thanks for watching, people, and I'll see you soon.